me?
I hear you. The internet went
Okay.
off.
You can hear me?
Clearly, I can hear you. I can see you. I can hear you as well. May I ask
Okay,
few
good.
questions that will make
Yes,
this
of course.
meeting very productive? Yes, I got that open system is better. Yes, I need a scanner. What again do I need to start from the basic level in order to start a digital lab? Then from there, I can continue to improve.
You need a scanner. You need a software to design with.
ExoCAD, for example.
ExoCAD, for example, is a good choice. And then after, if you do crowns and bridges, you need a milling unit.
Okay.
Yeah. So a CNC milling unit, mostly they come with a software to do the strategy. Yeah. But the milling unit normally requires special air. So you need dry air, oil-free, and so on. So it depends on the compressor you have. Yeah. Then you need, of course, blanks,
Okay.
and milling tools. Yeah. If you do zirconia, you need a sinter oven, sinter furnace.
Okay, I thought the milling tools will come with
Yeah.
the cam.
No. You can see this?
Yes. Yes.
That's a milling tool. So for example, for milling Emax or ceramic. Okay.
Okay, this will not come with the milling machine. So it's just the milling
No.
machine and the software.
Sorry?
Okay, when you get the milling machine, it works with the software to make your design. Then you need the milling tools to fix with the milling machine to be able to.
Yeah, mostly the company who is building the machines, they will sell you also the tools like these. Yeah,
Okay.
they will also provide you normally with the CAM software. Yeah, but mostly also you can choose a CAM software what you prefer. Yeah, there are different CAM software on the market. From I have Mica CAM. It's from came with my machine. I'm okay with that, but some use Hyperdent or some 3D or different. There are different on the market. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the best is for the start to go what the machine manufacturer provides you with, because the CAM software normally works with the machine and they give you also support. With the CAM, with the unit, milling unit, you have to think about, do I want 4-axis? Do I want 5-axis? Do I want to mill only soft materials? Do I want to mill wet? Do I want to mill metal or titanium? Yeah.
Getting complex for me.
Yeah. So, yeah, you have to think maybe also ahead what you want to do, where you want to go. And of course, it depends on your budget.
Okay.
You can spend 15,000, 16,000 euros on a machine. You can spend 50,000, 60,000 euros on a machine.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, it depends what you want to do, how many units you might have per month. If you want to do only zirconia and wax and PMA, soft materials, you don't need wet, you don't need metal, and so on. You can choose.
Okay, which material can I begin with? Because this is a new thing in the country, and I know that if one is coming up with something that's not too expensive for patient to pay, and you can easily put it together, I am sure you will get doctors that will patronize you. Then with time, you can continue to introduce more procedures. Which material do you think I can work with to start with?
I think most start with crown and bridges, for example, because this is you get mostly quite a sum of units, like you have 30, 50, 60 crowns a month. So and the zirconia block, for example, maybe costs you around 80 to $100, yeah, and you get 20 units out of one block.
Oh, great.
So yeah, so you can split the material costs per unit, no, and it's quicker turnaround. If you would do dentures, for example, dentures you mostly don't get so much money for, and you get maybe one denture out of one block, you know. So with crowns and bridges, also what you can do if you do metal casting, you can mill your crowns in wax or bridges in wax and cast them and yeah, puts the porcelain after, yeah. Or you mill temporary crowns or PMA crowns or composite crowns, yeah. I'm using, for example, Jena Dent. I have a Jena Dent D10. That's the smallest machine what Jena Dent has, but it's a 5-axis machine, and it has the option to mill wet too. But it mills only soft materials, no metal.
Okay, I can start with that. If that will help me to, if it's not so expensive.
This is a good way to start, because you can do zirconia, you can do PMA, you can do wax, you can do these blocks from I can show you.
Okay.
These silicate blocks, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But therefore you need the wet option. You need, because this has to be milled wet with water.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's an option what you can do with this machine too.
How much would this go for, one of it?
Sorry?
How much will one of these block be sold for?
What I do?
How much the block? How much will it cost me if I want to buy one or a set?
This block costs you around $8 or $10.
Okay. Okay, that's a good way to start. That's a good way to start.
I can support you with these blocks and also with these discs.
Okay.
Not a problem for me. Let me see. So we also use these. This is a PMA, for example. Yeah. So we'll do temporary bridges, temporary crowns.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. I have also a burnout PMA, so you can, if you have a large bridge, maybe you want to try on the mouse before you do the zirconia, or you want to cast it, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, to verify the margin line, verify the parallelism, and all these things. Occlusion, maybe, you know.
Okay.
Or so sometimes what I do is we mill full contour, to try to. We have a large bridge, let's say in the upper jaw, and the dentist wants to try how it looks. Yeah, and then we will 2 out of this block, one for him to work as a temporary and one for him to adjust occlusion, to adjust things. And this we can scan this again and make the final restoration after.
Okay.
And meanwhile, the first one, the patient can work meanwhile we do the bridge, you know.
Okay, the machine that will mill this, you said, do you have an idea of the cost? Can it be sourced in your country?
Sorry?
The machine that can mill these blocks.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you have an idea of the cost? Can I get it in your country?
I can talk to my supplier, and we can they can send it to you.
Okay, so I don't
Yeah,
have.
so they can maybe send it directly to you. It's not about, because we can save shipping costs, you know.
Okay, how much will
Because
it go for?
if
Do you have the idea of the cost?
I have to talk to them, but you can think about roughly with a suction unit, maybe 25,000 euros.
25,000?
Yeah.
Oh, that's still high for me. That's still high for me. You know, you see, you said,
What is your budget?
okay, I'm looking at a budget of 5 million Nigerian naira will be about $1,005, $2,000, thereabout.
That's not much. What is maybe an option is that if you start with a scanner,
Okay.
I don't know if there's any milling center close to you, but you could then send these files somewhere and they send you back.
Usually dental patients are impatient. They want to get it done quickly. So the problem of sending it out to mail, waiting to get it back, you may lose some of your patient. They want dental patients characteristically want to get it done.
Yeah. How long you need normally to make a crown? How many days you plan for a crown? PFM,
Analog? Analog?
Yeah.
Oh, if there is only job on my table, can finish it a day.
Okay.
Even more than one a day, depends on the logistics.
Yeah, depends on the work load you have, of course. Yeah.
Exactly. You can finish it within a day or less. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe the scanner will cost you around 4,000 euros.
Okay.
And this Exocad cost you, the basic software cost you 3,250.
Okay.
So the whole package is 7,250 what we offer. And you can do crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, telescopic attachments. Yeah. So for the start, this is fine. Of course, if you, sorry?
7,250 euros, you said?
Yes, yes. Plus then maybe shipping to your country. And I don't know how it is with your country with taxes and fees and custom. I don't know. You have to know.
Okay. Now, if it
But
gets
what we offer also, this is what I wanted to say before. I can mill, of course, things for you and send it to you, but this will take time, and it's costly because we have freight. And nowadays we don't know with COVID-19 how the shipping routes will go.
Sure.
Yeah, because I do milling here locally for Seychelles. I do the milling, and clinics send it. They can upload on my website or send per email, and then next day you get the work back, or maybe 2 days after. Depends on when I get the file. If I get the file now, then it's almost impossible to do it. But if you send me a file until 12 a.m., I can mill it in the afternoon, overnight in the oven. Next morning you have it.
Okay, let's think of another option, because I
Yeah.
know companies keep upgrading from one level of system to another. Now, the old system, I mean, the old machine, the old, let me say the old machine, milling machine or scanner, are available in the market, can somebody start from a used machine to start with? I'm looking at cost and I'm thinking of how do I get over this, starting personally.
Another option, maybe if you want to do only zirconia and you want to start with that, I don't know if you do this until now. You could. This is how I started. I started with a copy mill. I did the modulation in resin, and then I copied with my Ceramil Multi-X from Aman. I copied the frames. And then you can grow your clients, your market, and if you have more units, then you go digital. This is how I did it. I started with a copy mill, but of course you can do only frameworks. So if you want to do more monolithic crowns, this is takes a long time, and you cannot mill the so fine manually, yeah, like you can do it with the machine. And because you need a sintering furnace, you need a suction unit for the zirconia, a special suction unit. So this you need anyway. Yeah.
Okay,
if you start with a copy mill. Yeah.
Okay, can I ask a question? If
Sorry?
yes, if can you explain workflow from the scanning to printing or to milling and all that when the final product is out? Can you explain to us, I mean, what it means so that the stages that are involved?
The first stage is that you have to capture the model. So this means you have to set up in your scanning software an order, normally with the dentist, the client, with the patient, and you have to define what kind of restoration you want to do, like a full anatomic crown, a coping, a press over, or an abutment, or whatever you want to do. And you have to define if you have a section model or if you have two models in occlusion, or if you want to scan gingiva, an abutment, etc. All this will be done in your order, and then you start scanning. And when the scanning process is finished, you will design in your CAD software, like ExoCAD, for example. When this design is complete, ExoCAD will have an STL file after. And this STL file can then be processed. Either you mill it with a CNC unit, or if you want to print it, you can print that too. If you want to mill it, you have to load this file into your CAM software. The CAM software will then make the machine code for your milling machine. So the milling machine knows what to do. This is the CAM software for. In the CAM software, you can define the material type like PMMA, zirconia, wax, because you have to enter the blanks like this one in the system. Yeah, you get 10 to 25 millimeters of thickness. Yeah, and the machine, and you have to place it here somewhere in the software, and the software will then write the code for the machine. If you want to print, you also need a software for this. Mostly it comes with your printer. It's mostly called a slicer. If you do a resin print, it's a slicer, because if you do resin printing, you print layer by layer by layer by layer. This is a slice by slice by slice. And this slicing program will also convert this file, what you have designed, into the machine code for your printer.
Okay.
After this, if you have milled your unit, it's in this block, so you have to cut it out. If it's zirconia, you have different types of zirconia. You can have white zirconia or pre-colored zirconia or multi-layer and so on, different opacity or translucence, yeah. But you have to take the zirconia out. If you have white zirconia, you will dip it or wash it with coloring liquid to your desired tooth shade. You have to dry it because the liquid has to be dry, and then you can sinter it. If you have a pre-colored block, you don't need to dip it or brush it with coloring liquid. You can, of course, if you want to, but then again, you have to dry it and sinter it. And after you have your crown, you make it fit on your model, you have to glaze or layer it with porcelain. If you do printing, you normally have a post-processing way. If you do resin printing, you have to clean the print because there's the resin on the object. You have to clean it with alcohol. And after, you have to cure it in a light curing chamber.
Oh, great.
And then you can go on with that. Like if it's a splint or if it's a tray or if it's a model, you go on with that.
That sounds great. That sounds great. Okay, I haven't seen one before. I haven't even watched it in a video. They'll see a complete workflow like this. I know maybe YouTube has something like that. Or may I ask?
Yes.
May I ask, is it?
This is a printed model, for example. This is printed.
Wow.
It's a bit broken here already because it's in my cupboard here since some time.
Okay.
Yeah. Or this is a special tray. Printed.
Okay. Okay. For secondary impression.
Yes, like an individual tray, like you do for an implant or something, you know. Yeah. A special tray. Yeah. Zirconia blank.
Oh, great.
For example, this is an Emax crown.
Okay, can you raise it a little up? Okay, yeah, okay, okay. From the previous block you showed me previously?
Yes.
Okay.
And this material is like, it's not, of course, it's not a final color. It's softer to mill, but okay. It's hard enough, for example, to try it also in the mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you have a small sintering process in a normal porcelain oven. You don't need a special in the normal vacuumat or whatever you have.
Okay.
It takes on 25 minutes, and then it's
so
the hardness will be higher, and you have your tooth color.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
Anything else you would like to know?
Yes.
Good.
Do you? Would you want to admit maybe me to come and see how you do it in your country anytime that is convenient for you? Let's say a period of a week to come and see how you use this machine and produce an appliance and so on.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
But I don't know how it is now with traveling with COVID-19.
No, COVID-19 has to be over before anything like that we have to be scheduled.
It's not so easy nowadays, you know.
Sure. Okay, against the time that
also we can do video conferencing. Maybe I can take a second camera or so, and we can do something, you know.
Okay, that's
online thing. Because flying here, of course, it's good to put hands on it, but yeah.
Okay, preparatory to ever coming around because of the travel restriction now, the video conference can show the workflow, can really get me prepared to really see how you do it. Because yes, if I see it on the video, it's good, but it's not as good as when one is there live. But then this travel restriction will not allow that now.
No,
But
actually, you know, it's not really that difficult. Like, if you have a little bit of knowledge of technology, how things are going, like with Exocad, for example, you have a wizard what will guide you through the software step by step. The same will be with the scanning. It will tell you, please put up in the scanner the upper jaw, the lower jaw, your die, for example. Then you have this multi-die function. It will tell you exactly where to put which tooth in which spot. You know, this is not really difficult.
for every,
of course, yeah.
For anyone that have done it before, it is not difficult. For anyone that hasn't done it, it looks like.
Yeah, of course, it's the same like if you ride a bicycle. If you start, it's like a hurdle, like you cannot do it. But once you learn it,
Sure.
it's easy peasy.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Yeah, if you have any questions, also you have my number. You can text me WhatsApp or email or whatever that is.
Sure. Okay, I appreciate this time with you. It's been very interesting. This is the first time I'm having this kind of engagement that really showed me how I can transit to digital practice. I'm very grateful, and
yeah.
I hope maybe.
Yeah, you like I said, like I did it step by step, because in the beginning you are facing an investment, and I also thought about going for used equipment, but the problem is that mostly it's not that cheap either, and you don't know what's with it. You need to have something what is reliable, where you come in the morning, you switch it on, and you're ready to go. Time is money, you know.
Sure.
I also started with used equipment, and then time by time I replaced it, you know, with newer stuff. Like I said, the copy mill could be an option for you. I also have one here for sale, but I don't know how the shipping goes. You could start with that. You need a furnace and a vacuum. And the blanks. These blanks I can organize for you. It's not a problem.
Okay, fine.
See, this is a zirconia blanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I think, yes, used equipment might not be that cheap, as you said, but I know it might be better than starting with a new one. And I think I will.
Yeah. What you could for milling units, I think if you want to go only soft, maybe you find a Roland DWX 50.
Okay.
You can mill only soft ones, and maybe you get it for under 10. Okay. Maybe 8 or 7. It's an older system. Or sometimes VHF from Germany, maybe you find somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
What I would suggest is you should go for 5-axis if you can, because it has advantages in the milling later. It will not limit you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have to see about the tools, where you get these tools, and so on and so on and so on. But I can help you with that too, if you need.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Super.
Appreciate. So
have a nice weekend, huh?
Okay. I'll keep in touch.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Bye.